I thought it was a really good college basketball game in terms of as an effort by both teams. Both teams played extremely hard. They left it all on the floor. It was one of those things where it's just going to come down to the last shot. And as we know in basketball, sometimes the ball bounces your way and it doesn't. And tonight it didn't bounce our way at the end there. And we guarded it really well and the kid did a prayer. But I thought it was, both teams played their tails off and played as hard as they could. So as in terms of effort, both teams played at a high level. Unfortunately for us, the turnovers, got us, especially in that first half. I mean, they had 15 points off of our 11 or 12 turnovers that we had the first half, and that was really, the main difference in the game there. And on top of that, we missed some key free throws, had some short shots around the rim that we just couldn't finish, but ball just didn't go in there. We defended it really well there at the end, and the ball we just banked it in.
Were you think your players were surprised by how quick they were on defense?
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at their defensive numbers coming in, they were, one of the best defensive teams in the country. We try to simulate it as much as possible with our scout team. I don't think you can really ever simulate another team, just like you can't simulate our zone in the preparation for it. And I think also, you're putting a lot of stress on Bubba and Michael DeVoe to handle it without Jose there, and so it's a lot on those guys because then you're asking them to be at a high level defensively too, and but that's just part of it. That's why the schedule we've got to play is because it is going to test you and it forces you to get better and allows you to work on things that you can work on to improve, and hopefully we'll continue to improve and get better, and a guy like Bubba Parham who will continue to improve from a game like this.
They seem to be very focused on denials to Banks, and I imagine that's going to be an ongoing theme this year. Kind of how do you defeat that when you don't
Well, we had a couple open threes. I mean, you just got to make some threes there. Santi had a couple great looks. We missed some shots around the rim there, but to loosen things up, you're going to need to make a few threes here and there, especially when you're open, your feet are set. And that's just going to have to happen. The biggest thing in the end, though, was the turnover part. I mean, we had some turnovers in the fast breaks. There in the second, in overtime, or we had the fast break in a 3-on-1, and the guy stole over there on Bubba's pass. So it's just the turnovers ended up biting us in the rear today.
Michael's been pretty successful finishing at the basket so far this year. Tonight, a little rough for him. Did you see him doing anything different? Or?
No, I thought it was tough for him today, but I thought the pressure of the pressure they put on him. I mean, they were, he came in leading scorer in the ACC, so they were going to really put a lot of attention to him. And we're asking him to do a lot to be the point guard and to score for us. And so, both between he and Bubba, changing roles and being the point guard without Jose there. So, he's just. This is all part of it, and he will grow from this and continue to get better. Look, I was really proud of our guys. The guys played so hard, which they left it all on the floor. They battled, they competed, they played their tails off, which they do all the time. And it was just a really good, fist fight type of basketball game. And then just in the end, the kid hit a tough shot.
It was an interesting game in terms of fouls, and obviously got teed up in the game. Kind of, can you talk about what happened there, and then your team fighting back from that?
Yeah, no, well, I mean, we just, and I really rarely ever talk about, or say anything to officials during the game. I didn't curse or anything like that, but, so they gave me a tee, but our guys, fought, and, sometimes my career I've probably gotten 2 or 3 technical fouls, so. And each time we've been on a run every time I've gotten one. So I don't know. In the end, though, we had a 61-59 lead, and the kid just hit a prayer. And but look, I have great respect for the officials, and I know they have a tough job, and I'm a big fan of officiating. As in terms of just how good I think the ACC's got. I think the ACC's got the best officials in the country, and I truly believe that. So that's just part of the game. That's not why we lost the game. Was anything to do with officials or anything like that.
As hard as the two teams played, does that make it a tough game for the officials?
Yeah, but those three guys, those 3 officials are high level guys. They're Final Four guys. I mean, they're big time officials. So it was just a hard fought game. Guys competed. They played their tails off, and just in the end, the kid hit a prayer.
It seemed like Arkansas was able to move their zone around a little bit and get James out of place to get some open shots. Is that impression?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they shot 38% from the field, and I don't think our defense was a problem. We played 45 minutes and we scored 62 points and really 59 if you don't count that last shot. So I don't think our defense was the issue. It was the turnovers.
What do you think happened in the overtime? It
We missed. It reminded me of Virginia Tech last year, where James had those 2 shots right by the rim and he just missed them. Mike missed those layups, and Bubba had that fast break that we just got a little stagnant. I thought Khalid played on his heels a little bit. He had that over the top to James, and it was just. But we had the lead, and we played great defense at that last possession, and the kid hit a prayer.
You talked throughout the year and last year that what you wanted from Evan Cole was bring energy when he came on the court, and he seemed to do that again tonight.
Yeah, he came in, gave us good action for us, just with his energy and his effort and his motor, and did some good things. And we just got, in the end, the 23 turnovers just ended up, biting us in the rear. However, our guys played their tails off, and that's all you can ask for is how hard they play, and they've done it every game. And anytime, even not only this year, but even in the years past, where we've gotten down, the guys have always dug in and have fought to climb back. And so that's just, we have, our guys got a great group of guys who have high character, and we'll just keep getting better. That's why we play the schedule that we play. It's a tough schedule, and it's going to it forces us to keep getting better. And it's a long season. That's what we got to do. And in the short term, while Jose's out, a guy like Bubba, this is only going to make him that much better for later on when we get to ACC play.
Do you
feel like he's making good decisions?
Well, he can't have 6 turnovers at his position. That's a lot. And look, this is all new for him too. I mean, the stress and the pressure put under him, especially with him and Mike in a game like this, there's a lot being put on them, those two, and you're asking them to score as well. But the main thing is we're asking them to defend at a really, really high level. So due to that, or sometimes with that comes, some issues offensively.
Do you have an ETA on Jose?
I think Jose will be out for the next 3 more games, and I think our estimation is that we'll try to get him back for Kentucky.
Anything else for Coach Pastner? Okay, thanks, Coach.